Hey YouTube, it's Joe Connor. I'm here because I'm going to talk about... Where did my list go? Okay, well, I'm going to talk about the 10 things that I hate. Hold on, I dropped my list. Alright, here it is. Alright, guys, these are in no particular order. These are just the 10 things I hate or dislike or whatever. I don't... Hate's a strong word. I genuinely dislike. Okay, so the first thing on my list that I just wrote down, remind of these are not in particular order, is when people come up to me when I'm like walking the hallway or walking down the street or something, and I have headphones in or earphones or whatever you call them, which is the music with. I don't have an example on because they're upstairs. But yeah, so when they come up to me and I have earphones in, they decide that that is the perfect time to start a conversation with me. If I have my headphones in, usually I listen with one just in case someone does need to talk to me. But if I have both in, that means I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't really care. So, yeah. But it's very irritating because it seems like all of my friends think that that is the sign for, hey, come talk to me. So, yeah, it's not really. But then the second thing on my list is when people start to like talk crap on the internet. Yeah. Well, you know what? You're behind a screen. So, you're behind a keyboard and a screen, and you are trying to talk crap to someone that could be either on the other side of the world, or it could be in the next room. That makes me so mad, because if you're going to talk crap to someone, do it in person. Like, seriously. Be a man or a woman, I'm not trying to be sexist here, man up or woman up, and go talk to them. Like, seriously, if you have something to say to someone, say it in person. Like, I can understand if it's like, hey, you're across the world, I'd like to say hi to you, blah, blah, blah. Nice talk is fine. I'm perfectly fine with that. But don't use Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, YouTube. I really doubt anyone uses this anymore, but I actually did hear about this. Someone who uses MySpace still. I don't think anyone uses that anymore, but whatever. If you do, don't use that for bad talk. Like, come on, guys. Be cool. Be polite, I guess, on the internet. Like, come on. The third thing is when people don't use... Okay, so I drive. Yeah, I'm 17, so I drive. For all you drivers out there, or going to be drivers, use your turn signals. Please use your turn signals, because not only are you not telling people where you're going, you become a safety hazard, because you could go straight, you could go right, you could go left. I don't know, which makes me much more cautious to go. So, please use your turn signals. I can understand if your turn signals go out or something. Like, I had a problem with my mom's turn signals the other day. I had to take her car because my brother had mine, so... yeah, I had a problem with the turn signals, but you know what? Use the hand signals. They are in your book. You can find these out there. Not hard. Let's do this. Alright, so then, our next one on my list is, when people don't answer their phone, but will answer a text message. Well, generally, I don't like when people, like, okay, so, if I have to call you on my phone, if I'm calling you, which is kind of rare, if I'm calling you, it means I really need to talk to you and I want you to pick up. But if I call you and you don't answer, and I shoot you a text message, and you answer immediately, that makes me mad. Or, if I'm texting you or calling you, and you don't answer, but you're on Twitter, and I know the only way you can get on Twitter is like your phone or whatever, or you're most likely on your phone, why aren't you answering? Like, seriously. No matter what, your phone should be with you, either way. Or, like, you probably have your phone on you, because, I mean, if you're on Twitter, you're either on a computer at home, or on your phone, so, yeah. Like, I can understand if your phone dies or something, but most of the time, your phone's probably not dead. So, yeah, answer your phone when someone calls you, answer the text messages. I can understand if you forget to answer text message right away, that's okay. I completely understand, I do it all the time, trust me. Sorry, I'm a little stuffed up today. The next thing is when people use someone else's sexuality to make fun of, discriminate, or abuse someone. Someone on YouTube, I don't remember who it was, made a video where a waitress was not given a tip because of her sexuality. One, for one, you have no right to judge anyone else's sexuality or anyone else in general. Two, their sexuality, most of the time, at least in my personal opinion, is not their choice. And three, I believe God loves everyone, no matter who they are. Next is, when people ask me to do things that I don't want to do, like go to a party or something, and they want to give you drugs or alcohol or something, personally, I feel offended when they do that. Because they know I don't do that, so I'm not legally aged to do that, so I don't think it's right. I don't think smoking in general is right. I don't think doing drugs, like medical, like prescribed use, fine. That's good. Go for it. As long as you use a doctor's orders only. But I don't endorse drugs at all, and I don't endorse underage drinking. Or really, I really don't endorse drinking at all. But yeah. So next is when people gossip, like behind people's backs. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this right now. Everyone gossips. Every single person in the universe, no matter who they are, will gossip at least once. My family in particular has problems with gossiping. We do this all the time. It's kind of bad, but we do. For instance, my grandmother, she gossips behind people's backs. She doesn't try to, I guess. It doesn't seem like she tries to, but it just ends up happening. Like, she'll judge someone, and she doesn't take, like, she used to take these things to, like, kind of filter what she said, but now she really doesn't, so she no longer really has a filter, and she says what comes to mind, which can be that thing sometimes. But you know what? We love her anyway, she's grandma. Alright, so the next one is, I hate when, like, okay, so say you have friends who are together, and then they break up, and they don't like each other anymore. They ask you, who's in the middle, you're a mutual friend of them both, they ask you to pick between the two of them. I don't like that because I'm friends with both of you. I want to stay friends with both of you. And that bothers me a lot whenever they ask me to choose sides. I've had this happen to me before, multiple times actually. And even if you try to stay neutral, you always end up losing one friend. Because they can't deal with the fact that you want to stay neutral and make you choose. It's horrible. For all you people who do that, stop. Stop it now. And for all the people who are stuck in that situation, I am so sorry that you have to be in that situation, and I really hope it works out for the best of you. I hope you're the one who gets to keep all of your friends. Yeah. The next one on my list is when people say that they're going somewhere and they either don't go, they're late by a large amount of time without a good excuse, or they go somewhere else. That bothers me. Like, I work at a Christmas tree lot. Like, I sell Christmas trees during Christmas time, and we've had people who say, oh hey, yeah, I'm gonna be here to work, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, and they don't show up, and they don't give a reason. They are really, really late and have a really bad reason for being late, or they go somewhere else. They don't show up and go somewhere else, and then we find out about it later. All of those are bothersome, because it's lying, and I don't believe that lying is a very good thing. Yeah, I can understand if you have to tell a white lie, because, like, to not hurt someone's feelings, but I'm not endorsing lying, and I don't think it's right. The final thing on my list, so number 10, when people leave messes for other people to clean up. For instance, I actually do this. I try not to, but I end up doing it anyway. For instance, when people are eating or they spill something on the floor, and they're like, oh, hey, mom will clean it up. Oh, hey, dad will clean it up. Oh, hey, sister will clean it up. Someone will clean it up. I don't have to do it. No. Clean your own mess up. Your mess, you clean it. Alright. So,
What are you doing down here?
taking a video. So, subscribe to me, like my videos. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And, so follow me on social media, and talk to you later, YouTube. Bye! And, good.